Alright, YouTube again. It's me. I'm back again. Today, the objectives of this video are to fix this thumbstick on this PS4 controller. You can see it's getting worn away, the rubber's come off. We'll be doing that by completely replacing them both. This one's okay, but you might as well just replace them both if you're opening it. The second objective of the video is for me to not sniff so much, because I've noticed in all the videos I sniff quite a lot. So I'm going to try my hardest not to sniff. So when I stop recording, I'll just do a mega sniff, and then I should not have to sniff so much during a video. I don't know why I'm sniffing so much during videos. I don't think I sniff much when I'm not on camera. It must be something to do with the cameras. But anyway, let's get this beast open. To do that, we just need to undo these 4 screws at the back. So here I am using my Wow stick from AliExpress to get these open. I'll try and turn the PlayStation on, because the PlayStation is not far from us, and if obviously you press the PlayStation button, it will come on. I have done this before recently, but a red controller which had the same thing, so I had some practice on that, and I thought I'd do a video on the other one to show you a lot. Right, so that's all 4 screws out. Don't be fooled like I did and think there'll be a screw under there. There's not, which is great. So it should just come apart with some persuasion. I need to be more wary of getting this plastic in the middle of the triggers over the top. I'll try and show you once I get it up. I've seen people use pry tools, but I just think it's not necessary. I say, watch. Oh, I've done it. I knew I'd end up getting the PlayStation on. That's the thing about the PlayStation controller. It's not like you can just unplug the battery, because the battery's internal. It's actually put on more of a fight than the first one I did. There we go. So I've got it open, and we'll try and. So what came out there was the reset button. Don't worry about that. Put that one side. There we go. Pull him up. I try to think what I'm doing, pressing all these buttons on the PlayStation. I'm probably deleting save games and all sorts. Right. So there it is. Open up. The very first thing I'm going to do though is just disconnect the battery. So like I say, I don't delete save games or anything on my PlayStation, and I'll pull this cable out, disconnect the back. So there he is. Put him to one side as well. So now we're left with this, and from memory the battery just pops straight out of that, which is lovely. We will need to. By the way, the triggers will likely fall off, and we'll put them back on as part of this video as well. There's a little spring which is gone in there. We need him. Put on one side. That trigger survived. Let's see if he's still there by the end of the video. So the battery house, case, caddy, whatever you want to call it, it's just held in on either side by 2 clips. And the reason why I want to take it off, actually let's try and not take it off. I can't remember why. I don't think you actually need to take it off. But there's one screw here in the middle of the board. Take him off, put him to one side. That's all that's holding that board in. Now then, was this the reason? Alright, so the reason why you want to take this off I was going to say this first time and I thought, no, maybe you don't. The reason why you want to take this off is because this ribbon cable has to come out the top, which you can just pull out. Or can you? I can't remember those clips. But that needs to come out, and obviously you get it back in, you have to have this out of the way. So like I said, there's 2 clips. Just get a bit of, you want some like flathead screwdriver, don't you? Whoops, trying to turn on. There we go. Just unclip them out. Once you've done one side, the other side should be no problem. There we go. Yeah, so there is. So let's go back and just try and yank that out. So lift up the black flap and pull out this cable, and then the circuit board should come out, and this is where the thumbsticks are attached to. So there you go, there they are. And to replace them is really difficult. What you do is you just pull them off, put them in the bin, get your new one. They've got a certain shape, so they're only going one way. Well, 2 ways actually. The same for the other one. And there we go, that's them in. So then just turn it back around. Plonk him in. You can even put the screw back in now, so it's a bit more secure, which I'm going to do. Let's get that back in properly. Put him in there. There we go. Just have a look around there. Feels good, looks good, champion. Put this back in. This firm black tape on these connectors really helps you to, whoops, put them back in, he says as he breaks it. There we go, that's him back in. Put the battery caddy back in. Beautiful. Before I connect the battery back up, I'm going to sort the triggers. So this trigger has survived because they can pop off quite easily when you're disassembling it. So you should have a trigger and a spring. Yep. So this is the right trigger, and you can see on this side of the trigger there's more space on the end of it compared to that one. There's just like that a little bit. On this one there's all that. This is the side the spring goes on. So the spring fits in, so you put the spring on first on there, and then there's like little grooves. I put on the wrong side. So there's like little grooves that it fits in. So one leg of the spring goes on the inside of the trigger, and the other side, see that groove there, the other leg goes on there. So if I try and do that, and then the trigger just clips in, and there you go. So yep, that looks good. You can see this the leg of the spring in there. Compare that to the other side. You can see the leg there. It's nice and springy again. Excellent. And so now connect the battery. Help. Try not to turn it on. PlayStation if it's near you. Don't forget the reset button. Just slides in that hole there. There's a label on the above it that says reset as well. So it's that hole there. Yep. And then you want to reattach the back, this cable. So the pins, so when you put this cable in, the pins should be facing how to explain it. The pins should be facing the battery, okay? Goes in that way, not that way. Which I did the first time I put the red one back together and I wondered why it didn't work. Well, it did work, it's just the lights didn't come on, so I didn't think it was working. Okay, that's in there. And now for putting the back case back on, lever it over the triggers first. Okay. And then push this screw post in, and you're like halfway there at that point. You might like that. It might not go together perfectly, but with a bit of persuasion, it will go back together. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now, one thing to be wary of is making sure the reset button doesn't pop back out again when you like turn the controller around and stuff. There you go. See how that went back together with a bit of persuasion. Yep. Let's make sure it's all clipped in nicely. That looks good to me. And now I'll just press the PlayStation button and make sure the light comes on. Excellent. And so then it's just a case of putting the 4 screws back in. Nothing exciting about putting screws back in. There you go. Lovely new thumbsticks. Simple as that. That's a really easy fix, I think. Anyone can do it. So I hope you found that useful. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next one. Good neat.